Greetings, esteemed history buffs, political enthusiasts, and curious students of the past. Welcome to FactSpark, your portal to the most captivating chronicles of human endeavor. Prepare yourselves for a journey back to the dawn of the American Republic, to an event so remarkably brief, it defies modern expectations. Ever pondered a presidential address so succinct, it makes a tweet seem verbose? Today, we unravel the astonishing, almost unbelievable tale of George Washington's second inaugural address. It stands as a testament to brevity, duty, and the very essence of early American leadership. Our mission today is not merely to recount a historical fact, but to delve into its profound implications. We aim to illuminate the character of a foundational leader and the nascent spirit of a nation. This video serves as a vital resource for understanding the evolution of American political discourse. For history buffs, it offers a unique lens into the early republic's political culture. Political enthusiasts will find a compelling case study in leadership and constitutional adherence. Students, meanwhile, will gain invaluable insight into the foundational principles that shaped the United States. Picture this vivid tableau. It is March 4th, 1793. The setting is Philadelphia, then the bustling, vibrant capital of the United States. This city, steeped in revolutionary fervor, was the heart of the young republic. A fascinating historical tidbit: Washington, D.C., with its iconic Capitol building and grand avenues, was still a distant dream. The federal city was under construction, a testament to the nation's forward-looking vision. Philadelphia, therefore, bore the weight of national governance. George Washington, the revered general who led the Continental Army to victory, was about to embark on his second term. He was not merely a president, he was the very embodiment of the new nation's aspirations. The weight of expectation upon him was immense. One might anticipate a grand, sweeping oration, a visionary declaration for the fledgling republic. Surely, a leader of his stature would deliver an address to inspire, to outline ambitious plans, perhaps even to leave an indelible mark with rhetorical flourish. Yet what transpired was a stark departure from such expectations. George Washington was, by nature, a man of action, not of extensive words. He possessed a quiet dignity, a profound sense of duty, and a distinct aversion to prolonged public speaking. His military career had forged him into a decisive leader, accustomed to commanding through presence and strategic acumen. The political arena, however, demanded a different kind of performance. Washington often found the pomp and circumstance of public office somewhat uncomfortable. He understood the symbolic power of the presidency, yet he preferred substance over showmanship. This inherent disposition played a crucial role in shaping his approach to public addresses. He was not a natural demagogue, but a steadfast servant of the people. To truly appreciate the brevity of his second address, we must briefly recall his first. Delivered on April 30th, 1789 in New York City, it was a substantial speech. It spanned approximately 10 minutes, a considerable length for the era. That initial address covered weighty topics, including foreign policy, education, and the delicate balance of power within the new government. It was a foundational document, setting the tone for the presidency and outlining the challenges ahead. It established a precedent for presidential addresses as significant policy statements. The first term had been a period of immense challenge and consolidation. The nation was finding its footing, establishing its institutions, and navigating complex domestic and international waters. A comprehensive address was indeed warranted. But for his second term, the landscape had shifted. The nation, though still young, had achieved a degree of stability. Perhaps Washington felt less compelled to deliver another grand, visionary statement. What he delivered instead was a mere 135 words. This astonishingly concise declaration holds the undisputed record for the shortest inaugural address in U.S. history. It is a testament to the power of economy and language, a stark contrast to the verbose political rhetoric often heard today. Here it is, in its entirety, a profound statement of duty and accountability. Fellow citizens, I am again called upon by the voice of my country to execute the functions of its chief magistrate. When the occasion proper for it shall arrive, I shall endeavor to express the high sense I entertain of this distinguished honor and of the confidence which has been reposed in me by the people of United America. Previous to the execution of any official act of the President, the Constitution requires an oath of office. This oath I am now about to take, and in your presence, that if it shall be found, during my administration of the government, I have in any instance violated willingly or knowingly the injunctions thereof, I may, besides incurring constitutional punishment, be subject to the upbraidings of all who are now witnesses of the present solemn ceremony. So, the burning question remains, why such brevity? Was it an oversight, a moment of forgetfulness, or a deliberate choice? Several factors converge to produce this historical anomaly, offering rich insights for political scientists and historians alike. Firstly, as we've discussed, Washington's personal disposition played a significant role. He genuinely disliked lengthy public speaking. He preferred to communicate through actions and concise, direct statements. This was a man who valued efficiency and straightforwardness. Secondly, the nation's improved stability contributed to the brevity. By 1793, the initial anxieties of establishing a new government had somewhat subsided. The Constitution had been ratified, the federal government was functioning, and the immediate threats to the Republic's existence had lessened. There was less perceived need for a grand, reassuring pronouncement. Thirdly, and perhaps most profoundly, Washington's focus was squarely on duty and accountability. His address was not about grand policy initiatives, but about the solemnity of his oath. He was essentially stating, I am here to fulfill my constitutional obligations, and I am accountable to you, the people, for every action. This was a powerful reaffirmation of Republican principles. His words underscored the supremacy of the Constitution and the rule of law. He was not a king, but a servant of the people, bound by the very document he swore to uphold. This message of humility and constitutional adherence was perhaps more impactful in its conciseness than any lengthy discourse could have been. Washington's 135-word address serves as a powerful reminder that true leadership does not always require elaborate rhetoric. Sometimes the most profound messages are conveyed through brevity and directness. His speech was a masterclass in conveying immense meaning with minimal words. It resonated deeply with the Republican ideals of the time, emphasizing civic virtue and the accountability of public servants. For students of political science, it offers a compelling example of how a leader can define their role and set a tone for governance through a simple yet potent declaration. This speech was not about inspiring grand visions, but about reaffirming fundamental principles. It was a quiet promise to uphold the Constitution and to serve the people with integrity. Its impact lay in its sincerity and its unwavering commitment to the rule of law. To truly grasp the uniqueness of Washington's second inaugural, consider the broader landscape of presidential addresses. The average inaugural speech in U.S. history spans approximately 2,300 words and lasts between 20 to 30 minutes. Modern addresses are often meticulously crafted, lengthy policy statements. And then there's the extreme opposite, William Henry Harrison. In 1841, he delivered the longest inaugural address in U.S. history, a staggering 8,455 words. It took him nearly 2 hours to deliver, in freezing weather, without an overcoat. Tragically, he contracted pneumonia and died just 31 days later, a stark reminder of the perils of verbosity. Washington's 135 words stand in stark contrast to such lengthy pronouncements. It proves that sometimes less truly is more. His address was a deliberate choice, a reflection of his character and the state of the nation. It was a statement of purpose, not a performance. George Washington, the man who famously preferred action over words, bequeathed to us not only a nation, but also a profound lesson in leadership. His shortest inaugural address, though brief, remains one of the most impactful in U.S. history. It speaks volumes about his character, his respect for the Constitution, and his understanding of the presidency as a public trust. What does this tell us about the enduring principles of American governance? It underscores the importance of accountability, the sanctity of the oath of office, and the idea that leaders are servants, not masters of the people. For political enthusiasts, it's a powerful reminder of the foundational values that should underpin all public service. For students, it's a compelling case study in constitutional law and the evolution of presidential power. It encourages us all to consider what truly matters in leadership. Is it grand rhetoric, or is it unwavering commitment to duty and the rule of law? We invite you, our discerning audience, to ponder these questions. What do you think about Washington's remarkably concise address? Does its brevity enhance its power or diminish it? Share your insights and interpretations in the comments below. If this journey through history has sparked your curiosity, please consider liking this video and subscribing to FactSpark for more captivating historical explorations. Your engagement fuels our mission to uncover the past's most fascinating stories. And be sure to explore our other videos for deeper dives into the annals of time. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening historical expedition.